Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why are you coming with me? Rain.
Where's my dough?
Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, Uncle Freezy, coming to you one more again at the 8 o'clock hour. Unc, how you doing this morning? Salute, Vibrant Ones.
I'm good, boss. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I drank some Five Alive and I feel that way.
Man, I ain't heard of that since like man, the 70s, bro. Man.
Well, Five Alive, bright and early.
Yeah, man.
Down duck orange juice.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I used to look forward to that, man. Some Donald Duck orange juice. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So I don't have to ask what's in your cup, and I am drinking water.
I am drinking the same.
Bim. Yeah, man. So how's the weather? Oh, you know what? Let me get the producer on his job. The producer should be like, "Yo, how is the weather? Where's the weather?" Okay. Man.
Well, today in the tri-state area, right now it's about 42 degrees. We're going to be getting up to a nice mild 50 degrees today. Cloudy towards the afternoon, but it should be a pleasant day here in the tri-state area.
Bim. Yeah, man. Where I'm at is 60 and cloudy. It's gonna rain all day. You know? But I mean, poor me, I'm gonna be sleeping through most of that. Yeah. So
Okay. Well, you'll be okay. I mean, as long as you know, as long as you're not pulling a Keith Sweat, you know, you want to go outside when it's raining.
no, and that's a somebody else sung that song too. She sung it on the Apollo. Geez, what's the lady name? Go outside in the rain. Let me see. Go outside in the rain. I think her name is Elmira, I think.
It could be. I know that it was a cover because I heard it sung by someone else that predates Keith Sweat, and it was one of the groups, and I can't put my name on it because no disrespect to anybody, but there was the Spinners, there were the Dells, there were the Delphonics, there was the Manhattans, there were the Spinners,
Four Tops,
Four Tops,
Smokey Robinson and the Miracle. Yeah, it's a bunch of men groups.
Right. So it's hard to right now for me to attribute it to one person, but I remember hearing it and I was like, "Isn't that Keith Sweat song?" They were like, "No, Keith Sweat song, boy. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, man. Yeah, around old heads like myself. I'm an old head. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm an old head to my heart, bro. I'm an old head to my heart. I can't help it, right? And I didn't know. And we talking about the weather. I'm talking about being an old head. That just lets you know right then. But yeah, man, I'm an old head to my heart, right? And how I recognize this is at a certain age, I
Yes,
wouldn't
sir.
let go. I would not let go. Like an era, you are on the verge of becoming that old head that won't let go. Because I heard one of your conversations the other day.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Subliminal 209, what's good? I heard one of your conversations the other day, and y'all were talking about Pete Rock. And Pete Rock hadn't been relevant in like 20 years. I mean, relevant. Like he ain't
Right.
Hit Boy and no modern producer, right? You know what I'm saying? But y'all were talking about Pete Rock, Jay Dilla,
Yep.
Jay Dilla passed away in the early 2000s, was it? 2008, maybe?
It's something like that. Yeah.
2007?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, these dudes are old heads and they don't know it yet. They on the verge.
I absolutely know I'm an old head because I was always an old soul. So
Okay.
I grew up on certain R&B, soul, psychedelic rock music. So when
Right.
it came to hip hop, it was a natural gravitation to it because I've heard this before. I can't put my name on it. I can't tell you the group, but I remember hearing this. So yeah, that conversation. Well, that conversation was uh what producers who was in my top 5 and why, or who was in my
Right.
top 10 and why, um and why certain people, because you came in and was like what do you say, Marley Marl?
Yeah, Molly Mall and Larry Smith. Larry
And
Smith produced
mhm,
this joint called One Love by Houdini.
yes.
And it changed the total. When you saw the video for One Love,
Mhm.
let me zoom this into health and lifestyles. Let me do that. Health
Yeah.
and lifestyle. Yo, so when you heard One Love, it was so different from every song that you had ever heard in your life. Because here are these rappers, right? From Brooklyn or Queens or wherever they from, I forgot. Um, they are dressed up like like Jeffrey Osborne, right? Like People Bryson. You know what I'm saying? They not dressed up like
Right.
the Ohio Play. They not dressed up like Melly Mel and all of them with with dog collars around their neck and panties
Leather
on one side
vests,
of
fishnet
yeah.
shirts.
Oh God. I used to have fishnet shirt, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm so embarrassed that I'm not embarrassed for me, though. I'm embarrassed for my parents, right? What would possess adults to dress their kids in fishnet shirts?
It was the style, man.
Like Prince said, it was a sign of the times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Well, since it was a sign of the times, let me ask you a question. Now, I remember when Can't Touch This hit. I remember when it hit.
Right.
Did you wear biker shorts?
Okay. So that's a trick question, right? So I wore biker shorts, right? But not in the streets. I wore biker shorts because I used to play sports. And if you remember the era that I'm coming out of, the panties we used to wear on the basketball court used to make us blush, bro. So I was right in that group that started wearing biker shorts up underneath the bikinis they used to make us wear on the basketball court. So right about 86, 87,
Mhm.
right? See those because even though they were biker shorts, we used to wear them in track, right?
Yes.
Like so the track team, we used to wear those underneath. Bro, the shorts was so short. I'm embarrassed even thinking about what they used to. Man, Mr. Marcellus, like gave out uniforms for the ninth grade team at Dickinson, right? And so I get these shorts, bruh. When I tell you I was so embarrassed about the
Mhm.
shorts, I begged my mom, man, like, Mom, dude, you can't let your son wear this in public. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody jumped in the air around you, it was like pornography. He was like, oh, why?
Why?
So yes, I did, but no, not for that reason. Not for the juicy got him crazy. Juicy got him crazy. No. I'm not Chris. I'm not Big Chris. No. I know we're good. No. And Big Chris, if you watching, bro. Big Chris, if you watching, so what? That's all I'm gonna say.
So
That's
what?
all I'm gonna say. Yeah, so what, man? You do be wearing them tight Under Armour shirts. Bro, why you wearing tight Under Armour shirts? You ain't working out, you just walking around.
I don't know. Like we my one of my football coaches / basketball coaches used to dress like that on a daily. Because he was at the time, I think he was maybe like 27, 28 or
Right.
whatever. And he used to wear, those tight velvety shirts. And he had them like in every color on the rainbow. And he would wear them every day. Because he was still working out. He was trying to play semi-pro football and all this.
Right.
And he used to drive a Mitsubishi Eclipse. And so he would pull, like, he had a crazy sound system in it. And so he would pull up in the parking lot every morning. He'd never parked in the teacher's parking lot, for sure. He parked in the student parking lot. He would pull up either playing Ghost Town DJs or or DJ Magic Mike, drop that bass. Like, and when you said that about the, I was like, yo, why does this dude keep wearing these shirts? Like, who is he wearing these shirts for? These teenage girls? Because all the teachers are old. We don't have no young teachers. Like the substitutes might have been younger, but the teachers, nah, they was old, man. They was all old. I was like, who is he wearing these shirts for? And I was like, Coach, we took a poll and we voted that you need to get rid of these shirts.
Yeah, you making us feel uncomfortable.
Like, really? Like, really?
Yeah,
really? Like, bro, we can see your nipples, man, and you're trying to teach us trigonometry, and it ain't happening.
Yeah, man,
this
ain't happening. Weird.
But he wanted to, like, he wore those things because he was a Q. So he had his brands on his arms. And so I guess the shirt made his arms look Q-ish. I guess. Yeah. So you could see his brands. Like, man, don't nobody want to see that, man. Like, put that away.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta learn how, as an adult, you have to learn how to dress, like what's appropriate and what's not. You know what I'm saying? And so I learned that as a up and coming ninth grader, that as you become an adult and a young adult and blah, 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 you have to kind of dress appropriate. Able to get away in third grade, you can't get away with in ninth grade.
Exactly.
Oops, my balls came out. Nah, That's not appropriate in 9th grade. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So it's one of those. It's one of those. And DSJ says, unfortunately, when I was in the army, those PT shorts. Yes, because Sarge asked me. He was like, "Yo, why you got them black shorts under your PT shorts?" Sarge, look at your PT shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, specialist. Everybody, go buy biker shorts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No lie. Hand to the man. I told him that. I was like, because we was talking, like we just standing there talking. First sergeant, and you know how so the first sergeants we had were not in the best shape. They were in good shape, right?
Right.
But they had the beginnings of bellies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, Sarge, look at first sergeant. And he looked, and first sergeant coming out of the thing with a gut and a PT shirt too short, and then the shorts is all the way up where you can see his butt. And instead of you know what I'm saying, fixing his gear, combing his hair, you could tell he done got the old man thing going, and he wasn't really that old. First sergeant was probably like 35. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 30. He like 35. He been in the military like 17 years. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
16, 17 years. And our platoon sergeant might have been in for 12 years. Our platoon sergeant was maybe 30. You know what I'm saying? And I had been in for 4 right then. At that moment, I was in for like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, look at this. My son, he don't even know his damn ass hanging out. And so I go, first on, you gotta do something about these shorts, man.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we listen, man. It's okay. So I could talk to our we were chemical, we weren't infantry.
Right.
I mean, we chemical, bro. We ain't infantry. Right. We ain't on the front lines. We like, first on, you losing your cool, man. You got these privates out here about to laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You right. Got the and he's like, yeah. Let me go back in here, man. And then he'll say, then he went around and said, everybody put on your you remember the tops and bottoms? You remember the tops and bottoms? You use the sweatshirt and sweatpants. Yeah. Everybody put on your sweatpants. And so because he had to put on his sweatpants because his PT shorts look like panties.
Yeah, man.
Like, first,
yeah, man.
You about to embarrass the whole company out here. You out here with Daisy Dukes on. You know what I'm saying?
Now, yes, I agree. The to see grown men with the PT shorts on is like, all right, bro. I ain't came to see all that. But salute to all the sisters out there that took time squeezing them things to be lined up right in front of your boy. Because I swear, most of them mornings for formation, I did not want to be out there, buddy. And I was like, well, there's a God somewhere. Yeah. There's a God somewhere.
So like Coming to America.
Yes.
That sits high and looks low. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jackson Heights' very own Randy Watson. Yes. As my wife is in the other room on a meeting with her people, I'm in here doing the picture from Coming to America. I know she in it like, that's my damn husband. God dog it. On that YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, that I quoted that movie so much. That movie literally was shot down the block from where, like, my mom currently still lives in that neighborhood. Only thing
Wow.
that's changed, that McDonald's is not there anymore. That's the only thing.
Wow.
Everything else still basically the same, man.
That boy
And
good.
huh?
That boy good.
That boy, you
That thing, hey man,
good
that
and
thing's
terrible.
yeah, man.
But you said everything is still there except the McDonald's?
Yeah. That McDonald's is no longer there. Oh, we went to that McDonald's for sure. Oh my, you got to take me. We got to go up Queens Boulevard to that McDonald's, and it would happen every once in a while. We would go there, but there was another place on Queens Boulevard that she liked to go. Shout out to Fat Joe, George's Diner. That was also on Queens Boulevard, well, off of Queens Boulevard. Um, it wasn't McDonald's as a kid. I can tell you that. As an adult, yeah, man, those burgers were good. But as a child, it's nothing better than the McDonald's cheeseburger or McDonald's fries. So, and you didn't get a toy. So,
No.
yeah.
I remember, I'm so old. I remember the Happy Meal used to come with a cup. The Happy Meal used to come with a glass, the Peanuts gang glass.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, man.
We
Yeah,
had
man.
a cabinet full of McDonald glassware. When they had the little Coke special and they were giving away the Coke glasses, the little flute type glasses and had Coke written in it in the glass. Yeah, man. We had a bunch of that stuff. And
man.
our non money having people, I don't want to say broke, but
Right.
what you got that Coke glass for? That's for the company. Word. But we got this with our food. Like, what?
Yes.
What? We can't
Those are good glasses.
Those are good
Really?
glasses. Oh.
Yeah, because we used to drink out of I don't know if you remember Tupperware, but we used to drink out of Tupperware cups. Like them long. Everybody had them because when I saw them on Good Times, when I saw JJ
the
went in
plastic
there
joint.
Yeah, when I saw JJ fix a cup of Kool-Aid and he had that skinny Tupperware cup, I was like, yeah, we done made it now. We drinking like them. You know what I'm saying? Because my
Those
mom
were the kid cups. Y'all kids better get them. Y'all kids better get them plastic cups.
Yeah, man. Hey, Worldwide L is in the building. What's good, Chef? Yo, Chef is our guy, man. Chef is my man. Hey, Chef, we love you, Doc. Chef is our man. You know what I'm saying? So check out Chef on and so his officially Worldwide L, but I call him Chef because he be whipping up all the meals in Atlanta and the surrounding areas. So if you want something delicious to eat, make sure you check out Worldwide L. I don't know what the info is. We'll get it sooner or later to post it. But Chef can throw down in a kitchen. So shout out to Worldwide L.
Shout out Worldwide L, man.
Yeah, and so when I call him Worldwide L, I have a feeling the sensation like I'm calling him by his government name, even though that's his stage name. I get it though. Yeah, man. So I wanted to ask you a question. I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
The question was asked to me, and I couldn't give an answer, and so I got called soft. Like, stop being soft, man. Just say something. I'm like, I ain't soft. I just can't make up my mind. So here's the question to you. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Yo, bro, that's not a good question, man.
I know. Don't be soft like Uncle Freezy, Chuck. Answer the question.
It's not being soft because I have a list of movies. You know what? I'll keep it 1,000. If I had to watch one movie over and over for the rest of my life, it would be Shawshank Redemption.
Really?
Yep.
Hey, South Brooklyn said he can't see the show. What's happening? You all right? South BK, something going on?
Wait, hold on. Let me
Because I can see everything. Like I'm watching it on YouTube. Like the last comment on YouTube is, I don't have one. I have way too many, and that's by DSJ. So I can see us on YouTube. Y'all smash that like button, by the way. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel.
oh, okay. Yeah. I was just watching on my joint right here on the table, because I was, commenting in the comment section, and now it's still saying waiting. It went back to waiting.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know what happened. So that's a YouTube issue, because that happened to me earlier. It showed me one person waiting, but then when I go back to YouTube right now, I refreshed it. Oh, it says one waiting 6 minutes ago. I'm gonna refresh YouTube just to see if it's. Yeah. Okay. All right. There it is. Okay. All right. Thank you for everybody that's hanging in there with us with the
Okay.
The technical difficulty on their side, because we're good. StreamYard is good, but in terms of YouTube, I think YouTube is having an issue. Yeah, man, because it's showing 0 people in the chat, but I know y'all are out there.
Yeah.
The irony. Yeah, man.
Okay. I don't. That might be a YouTube issue.
Yeah.
As Brooklyn, I don't know how to necessarily. Hey man, when a show is popping, like vibes and stuff in the morning, the haters be trying to take us down, man. There's somebody back there like, nah, we ain't about to let these two funny dudes shine every morning like this. They're messing up the I messed that all up. Algorithm. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yo, hey, when you said that, it reminded me of this girl, and she my cousin. I don't want to say her name because she be watching. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, yo, y'all so dumb. He can't even read. That dude, he artillery. And I was like, artillery? She's like, yes, artillery. He can't read. And I was like, you sure that word is not illiterate? And she's like, don't be telling me what to say. Chuck, she said artillery. He can't read.
Yeah.
Yo, okay. All right. Shout out to the ladies too, by the way. Yeah, man. Artillery, he can't read. What?
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna say. I think I know that there was a study, and it said maybe I think it's either 65% of Americans are walking, functioning illiterates.
What?
Yes. And with some of the people that I've encountered, I was like, maybe they're right. And I don't mean you. I don't want to use that word.
Right.
Maybe I do believe that because of the educational system and how it differs depending on what area you may live in your city or your town or your state.
Right.
What funds are available for schools, because there's a
Right.
lot of people. I have a friend that is that way.
Okay.
Uh, they're definitely older than I am, and I have to read certain things for them
Right.
because not only can they not uh, properly read the text, the comprehension is not there either. They don't even understand what they're reading. And I
Okay.
was like, how is this possible? I had this conversation with my mom. My mom was like, because I was concerned for this person. I was like, how are they surviving? How did they survive all these years?
Right.
And my mom explained, she was like, because sometimes what happened is, schools will get funding based on test scores.
Right.
Um, and so they pass people and move people along that probably should be doing, whatever grade that is again, because they didn't get the information. But then when you look deeper, they were people that were kept passed along, and they may be in the 7th grade, but they read on a 2nd grade level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I used to, as little kids, you know how you would laugh when your grandparents mispronounce a word,
Yeah.
or say, like, that's not what that mean, Granny. And you like,
Yeah.
Granny don't know. But then when you find out Granny stopped going to school in the 8th grade because
Yeah.
Granny had to work,
Yeah.
or Granddad stopped going to school in the 3rd grade because he
Yeah.
had to get on a truck and go work. You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
when you said that, I didn't mean to go down that road, but when Tilleret, is that what she said?
Itinerant instead of
Tilleret.
illiterate. Yeah. Yo, every time I see her, she be like, Uncle Reese, you better not. I was like, itinerant. Yo, it's hilarious to me. Not in the fact that she mispronounced the word, because we'll always everybody
I do it all the time.
everybody mispronounces a word. Like sometimes you recognize a word and just say it wrong, right?
Of
Because
course.
we were like my cousin took me to this place where he was gonna cash a check, and right, I looked at the sign and I was like onion, and he's like, no, that's union, fool. What's wrong with you? I was like, union. He's like, yeah, that's better. You know how they have the sign up
Yeah.
on the thing? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Western
Uh,
onions. What the hell's a Western onion?
so,
Every time I think about that, I'm like, God damn it. Western onion.
one day we stopped by this gas station in I want to say Orangeburg, but I could be wrong. But we stopped at this gas station and we picked up this little booklet for $1 called the Carolina Trader.
Yeah, I remember Carolina. Yeah.
And we're looking through the Carolina Trader, trying to find old cars.
Right.
And there was a dealership in Columbia that had a Range Rover. My cousin was like, "Yo, man, we got to go check that out. What's the name of the place?" So I go, E-Light Automotive. E-Light.
E-Light.
He snatched the paper from me. He said, E-Light. You mean Elite?
E-Light. Wow. 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 Oh my God. That's bananas, bro.
I was like, it was like, man. He's like, man, something wrong with your eyes? I was like, no, man. It's like, man, that's Elite, not Elite. What you pronounce it, man? That was all right. So from Orangeburg to Columbia is like an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
After about 20 minutes, I was like, all right, man, relax. Because you driving and I got free hands, and you're gonna make me cause us the wreck, because I will punch you in the
Right.
face. Shut up.
right.
Hey man,
Right.
you gonna punch me with that light right hand?
Yo, that is hilarious because it happens to us all. It happens to us all, bro.
Absolutely.
So I get asked what my favorite movie is, right? And I'm paused. I'm like, I don't know if I have a favorite movie because I love so many.
Right.
So for instance, one of my favorite movies, right? One of my favorite movies is a movie called Purple Rain. Right?
Yeah.
Not because the movie was a cinematic masterpiece, because it was not.
It was trash.
Right. It was not a cinematic masterpiece. But when I watched the movie, there are some parts in there that are so funny.
Yes.
And that you relate to it. Like when Kid performed Darling Nikki and Jerome walked by and then backed up and looked at the thing, it was like, and it took off. Yo, you was like, that's hilarious, yo. It's just hilarious. Oh my God. Oh, and Prince is overacting in it. Like there is a such thing as emotion, and then there's a such thing as overacting.
Yeah.
Like when Apollonia took out the earring and threw it on the ground and it landed in dirt. You like, what?
They were in the alley.
Yeah, well, yeah, they were in the alley. They because they had I don't. It was just a bunch of stuff. Because did she ride with him there? I think she rode with him there. She got off, and they broke up. Wait a minute.
No. She came with Morris. She came with Morris. They did their musical number.
Right.
And when he got on stage, he saw her, and she was gesturing. You know how she was wearing the earrings that he gave her for luck, and that's when he goes into the Darling Nikki. And it was like, but that movie, yes, that's one of those movies. If it comes on, I don't care what part it's on.
Right.
I'm watching it, even if it's on regular TV and there's commercials.
Yeah,
that's Purple Rain. I'm watching.
Yeah, I would still laugh. And so I have like for instance, one of my favorite movies too is Forrest Gump, right?
Yes.
And so what happens is what people don't realize, and I do this a lot. So when I'm around smart people, I will institute the Venus flytrap method, right? And there's a method to it, right?
Right.
What happens is the okay, so for those that don't know, the Venus flytrap method is, you have all the answers, right? Like you legit have things figured out, right? But you play the role of a Gump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You play the role of a Gump, like somebody that can't get right, like can't figure things out, right? And everybody around you tips their hand and they wind up depending on you. It's like when a bug sees the Venus flytrap looks all distressed, like, oh, what do I do with all this nectar? And so it lays the nectar out on a leaf, and this bug is like, damn, I ain't never seen this much nectar in one place at one time. And the bug look at the Venus flytrap's flowers like, oh, these things are beautiful. And then the bug lands on the nectar, and it's not even nectar.
Yeah.
Right? It's the trap.
Right.
Right? So, but the bug doesn't know that it's not nectar until he tastes it and then it stuck to it.
Stuck, right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the fly trap just slowly closes, and the plant devours the bug, right?
Right.
And so that's what happens in Forrest Gump. Like legit, Forrest Gump wound up being the most together person
Out of everybody
in his
the movie.
circle. Yeah. Because Jenny wound up being a drug addict whore and wound up dying from AIDS.
Yeah.
And Lieutenant Dan wound up getting his legs amputated in war because he was, and Bubba and his family and mom passed away from cancer, and all these different, the Black Panther.
Yeah. I'm sorry for messing up your Black Panther party.
They played the Black Panthers in that joint, man. It was hilarious, but
it was hilarious.
But all these, everybody was just like, Forrest Gump could do no wrong, right? Everything he did, like the people when he went to the University of Alabama to play football.
Yeah,
like for instance, when he was running through town, and the two dudes playing checkers. The two dudes playing checkers. Forrest ran by. The dude was like, "That's got to be." No, the football coach was like, "That's got to be the dumbest SOB and such and such." And the other coach was like, "But he sure is fast."
Sure is fast.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, like all these different, man. Everybody that came across Forrest Gump, and so it taught me. It taught me this thing, like you don't always have to be, or you don't always have to tell people that you're the smartest person in the room. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You can allow things to play out organically. You know what I'm saying? And I heard, so I had a professor call it the Venus flytrap method. Like you don't have to be such and such. You could be something else, and then let such and such. And I was like, wow, I never heard it called that. I honestly didn't think too deeply about Forrest Gump. Like when the first time I saw it, I was like, man, this dude dumb. And then the more you watch it, the more you realize that he may be the only person in his whole circle that actually had his stuff together.
What I definitely took from it was that he was a innocence that was lost, meaning because he didn't look at the world the way everyone else did with cynicism, right? Like even with Jenny when she was a child and going through everything that she was going through, he didn't understand, her abuse and all that. Yeah, she was just a friend. She was the person that was nice to him, and so he had an allegiance to her. And in most situations, like even in when he went back and saved everybody, right, most people wouldn't have went back. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. But he was going to look for Bubba because he can't leave his friend. That's his friend. Can't leave him. And he started saving people. Not even thinking about what the repercussion was. The consequences. He was like, yes, consequences, right? Yeah. So yeah, man, it was a very deep, very, 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 very deep joint. Yeah. Yeah. From the beginning to the end, it was always there were always like these like the tinge of the life lessons are more important than the movie. Right. Right. Yeah, man. So that's one of my favorites. This movie called Less Than Zero is one of my all-time favorite joints. It's this actor is in it.
Robert Downey Jr. and the dude that played Red on the Blacklist. You ever saw that TV show, The Blacklist?
Yes, loved it.
The dude that played
Spader.
Reddington, David Spader. Yeah, that's him. So he was in it. So he James Spader and Robert Downey Jr. Two very, very, very good actors. You know what I'm saying? They were in it. I mean, the movie is so compelling, right? And for those that don't know, LL Cool J made a song that's on that soundtrack, a song called "Going Back to Cali." That was
Right.
specifically for that joint, and then wound up being on one of his albums, right? So that movie, man, about a dude with, ironically, a young dude with a drug habit owes a drug dealer money. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that maybe that was Robert Downey Jr.'s life story. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Less Than Zero is one. Do you have like a movie that's not popular that's one of your favorites?
A movie that's not popular. Okay. Hobo with a Shotgun.
What?
Yes.
What? I never even heard of it.
With Rucker Hauer.
No, I never heard of it.
This is some people would say it's Grindhouse. Some people would say it's a B movie.
Right.
It is. When I saw it, I was like, "What in the heck is this?" But I couldn't stop watching.
Right.
It was low budget. It was weird. And then before I knew it, I was like, "Yo, I like this movie." But anyone who's listening, check it out. Hobo with a Shotgun.
I think I'll check it out. Is it like, does it give you the, okay, so I'm gonna ask you this, and not in the sense that they're the same type, but does it give you, like, for instance, I'll give you an example. One of my favorite movies to watch is a movie called Weekend at Bernie's.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. The movie doesn't really make a bunch of sense, but it's entertaining.
Okay.
And I would say another. Oh, you know what? Let me get to the very best. What is the very best movie you think you've seen ever?
The very best movie I've seen ever. That's just as difficult to answer. All right. Oh man, now I got to go through all of the movies I've ever seen in my mental Rolodex.
The Godfather. Scarface.
No, I don't care for Scarface.
What?
Oh yeah. I know I'm in the minority, especially with African Americans. They seem to love it.
Yeah.
And Scarface is the man. And I was like, Scarface.
Them people.
Tony Montana was a scumbag.
Yeah, Tony Montana was.
He was a scumbag. Why would y'all want to idolize a scumbag?
Right.
You come to America. You're not satisfied with what you're doing, working, so you get into the drug game, right?
Yep.
Guy that introduces you, puts you on, you screw him over, you cut him out, and take his wife, and take over all of his territory. You become the go-to guy for the cartel. Then you renege on a deal that you made.
Yeah.
And everybody's, oh, he went out like a soldier. He went out like a maniac.
Yeah.
man, did you see that amount of cocaine? Like, that's not a guy that I would want to do business with. He's crazy.
Right. Yeah,
You
his
killed your
wife.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro.
He kills his home, but his guy since the beginning when they
Right.
were refugees,
Yep.
and you kill him over your sister, who I really think you have some mental, uh, almost some incestual. Is that right? Did I say incestual
I
feelings
don't
toward
know.
her?
Right.
And it's like it's weird. It's like,
Right.
does he want to sleep with his sister? Like, what's going on here?
That part was
I
strange.
Yes, it didn't make it, and it didn't make sense. Like, okay, if you were protective of your sister, that's fine. You know, what brother isn't protective of their sister? But it seemed a little more than that, and that was weird to me. So I don't look at that movie. I just look at that movie as, you know, a guy who was willing to destroy everything just so that he could be the man.
Right.
And so that makes me think, like, yo, man, you get around dudes that love that movie, you got to watch your back, because they're just waiting on an opportunity to come up off of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Nah. So I didn't really care for that movie. And to
So you don't
anybody
like
that,
New Jack City either, then?
I liked New Jack City when it came out.
Okay.
When I went back to watch it, I was like, this movie is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
This movie is awful. Oh, wow, the editing in this movie is even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it when it came out.
Okay.
I know this is taking away my black card from a lot of people not liking Scarface, thinking New Jack City was first of all, what man says to another man, I want to shoot you so bad that I am aroused?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Psychosis.
Psychosis.
You just did all of this. The Carter has to be shut down. You're running from the police. Do you move out of state? Do you go to another? No, you're up in the stripper's apartment.
Yeah. Yeah.
You killed your brother after you screwed the girl that he was with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, it's just yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can't really. Sorry, guys. Sorry if I'm being a downer. Yeah, I thought it was trash.
What? New Jack City was
Yeah,
trash?
now that I've seen, like, as an adult going back and watch it, yes. As a kid, I
Oh
love
yeah.
that movie. Nino Brown is a gangster. But then when I go back and watch, I was like, this movie's garbage. It's just like watching the original Clash of the Titans.
Trash.
Trash.
When you first see it though?
Oh, it was amazing. Oh, the owl can fly. Oh, he can fly. Oh. And then when you see it, you're like, this claymation animation is horrible.
Right.
So
let me throw a couple of movies in that I think may turn things around.
Okay.
There is a movie called 300. And a movie called American Gangster. Are you a fan of American Gangster?
No.
Wow.
Okay.
I just like, okay, so Frank Lucas was a name that already knew before the movie even came out, right?
Okay. Right.
Frank Lucas, Bumpy Johnson, um, uh, um, oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. All those guys. I can't. Nikki Barnes.
Nikki
Like
Barnes.
these, like these are names that I had already been familiar with, right?
Right.
Um, it was a very interesting movie. Um, it shed light on things that had been said already. You know, the military, whether they were willing or unwilling, or knowing or unknowing, was a part of the international drug trade.
Right.
Um, it also showed me that racism uh, not only affected high class, middle class, but the underbelly of society. The racism was like, there's no way a black man, you know, they didn't use that word, can be the a syndicate for, you know, the drug
Right.
trade in Harlem. Like no, there's no way this guy, like he's working for someone, because
Right.
there's no way a black man can do this by himself,
Right.
right?
Right.
Even with the police is no, it's no way, no way. It's the French connection. It's the Italian mob and you know the police and all this good stuff. So
Right.
I I just don't like romanticizing certain folk, man.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
All right,
The
I'm being a
Godfather.
downer. We
The
Godfather,
the
man.
it, the Godfather. Is the Godfather a great movie?
Yeah. You know why it's a great movie? Because if you if you change the premise, if you change it from being a drug operation or the mob operation, uh, organized crime, it would still
Right.
be a great movie.
Okay.
Um, like even with American Gangster, like I didn't think it was a bad movie, right?
Right. Okay.
I just didn't. I don't care. I don't. We we didn't need that movie,
Okay.
and I felt
You mean you by we you mean society or black people in general?
black people didn't need another movie like that. Like and I felt like Denzel was trying to grab another Oscar because of Training Day,
Right.
and I was like, but Training Day was not his best movie.
Right.
It was something different than we usually see from him, but it wasn't his best work in
Okay.
uh in my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion. Um
So what do you think was his best movie?
either either Philadelphia, Pelican Brief,
And Mo Better
or
Blues.
Mo Better like
No, I'm joking. Mo Better Blues one. Mo Better. I bet you Denzel regret the day he did Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues. I didn't like that movie either.
Right. There are a lot of
And
stereotypes. A lot of
I wanted
stereotypes.
to punch Spike in the face. Like, okay, so this is the beautiful, dark skinned, brown eyed woman through the whole movie to be with the light skinned woman. And as soon as he couldn't play anymore, she leaves him for the next guy. And now he's back with the brown skin dark skinned sister at the end of the movie. Like, what? Wait, what? I didn't like that aspect of the movie. I didn't like that aspect of the movie when I saw it. And this is not me looking at the movie with adult or grown up eyes. I was like, nah, I'm not feeling this. And I don't like Spike being in his movies.
What? You don't like Spike Lee, the actor?
No, I don't.
What?
I didn't like any of his characters. All of his characters were cringy to me.
No, man.
Even in Do the Right Thing, there's no way in life you, sir, land a young Rosie Perez and have a baby with her. You, no way.
I know.
She's got to have it. There's no way, sir. All of these men that this woman has been with, and you're one, the messenger on the bike, man. Get the.
Well,
shout out Hewitt Samuel. I like top shotters. I like shotters. It was a good low budget joint. But in hindsight,
somebody asked me, Chuck, did I like Shotters better or Belly? And even though Belly meandered a lot, man. I think I like Shotters better.
The only real issue I had with Shotters, I was like, y'all know good and well, this little boy didn't grow up to be this dude here. You know, this fat, pudgy black kid did not grow up to be this light-skinned guy with dreads. Like, this is ridiculous. This is utter foolishness.
You talking about Damian? I mean, not Damian Marley. What's the Marley kid? The dude, he was like the fat kid that stole the money out the truck.
Yes,
and then he grew up to be the yeah.
I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one it is. I was like, nah, that's the only problem that I had with it being a low budget. Now, Belly, you couldn't get me to say anything bad about Belly when it dropped. Why? It had my favorite 2 MCs in it. Oh no, 3. Method Man, Nas, DMX.
Yep.
I thought when I first saw it, oh man, this movie is amazing.
Yep.
But then I went and watched it later on in life. And I was like, this is a stinker. Mm-hmm. This is, if I had to go watch this now, this is trash. What movie are we making? What you did, sir. Sorry, hype. I love you, but bro, you can't take every gangster movie that you've ever seen and try to take a piece of it and shove it into this crapola of a script called Belly.
With poor actors. Nas's acting in that movie was cringeworthy. Nas is the worst actor I've ever seen in my life. Ever.
Worse than Ray Allen?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Come on, I'm going to Africa, God.
Oh my God, that was terrible. That was terrible. The
Me
best
and the youth, we going to Africa, God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
he was terrible.
That's what I mean.
Terrible.
2 Kings. I was like, yo, okay, now DMX.
You can't eat no books, you know what I'm saying?
So your car and all that, what you want me to do it and gone. You know, I ain't gonna be really needing all that. You know what I'm saying? You seen the change. You know what I mean? The minister is really, you know what I'm saying, opening my eyes to something. And I was like, yo, okay, so now this guy who was on the run for drugs,
Yeah.
and a murder that happened in a crowded restaurant.
Yeah.
Before he goes to before he sits there and lights a blunt and sits there and
Yeah.
waits. Um, just it was just like, come, where's this movie? Where's this movie going? I was definitely looking for aliens to be a part of the movie now. Like some
Because
aliens coming down.
it meandered, bro. I'm telling you, it meandered, man. Because the part when they were in Jamaica with my man who won Rom with Bomber Clyde,
Yes.
that part I really liked that part.
Yes.
The action scene. I think
Yes.
it wasn't cutting edge, but it was definitely dope for a low budget movie. Right?
Yes.
The poster for the movie
Mm-hmm.
was Scarface-ish. If you notice the black and white
Yes.
and all of that. So I kind of felt the bite there, like the copying of a different joint, right? But I think they were sending a message like this is a Scarface type movie. And the thing about it, T-Boz acting was terrible.
Yes.
And the irony is the two dudes that you thought was going to be the worst actors, Method Man and DMX,
Killed it.
wind up having a career in movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nas at the time, 1998, you were like, yo, Nas got the look. He reserved. He can be that dude. Ironically, another rapper was doing movies on a different side, was killing it.
Yeah.
You remember Will Smith stepped off of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? And did this movie called 6 Degrees of Separation, where he kissed another boy at the door.
Yeah, that was,
you know what I'm saying?
Wild, but it was a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you like, yo, I don't know if I like this Will Smith dude doing serious roles or whatever. But him, DMX, and Method Man all evolved into pretty decent actors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's strange because now that you look at Will Smith, you don't remember him as being
a rapper.
Parents just don't understand.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, the rapper actor thing, because the thing what you got to put LL Cool J in there. Even though his first couple movies like NSYNC and all that was
it was terrible. Terrible.
Like if y'all don't put a shirt on this taco meat chest having dude, like I didn't understand. Like, yo, shave that, bro. Like, nobody want to see that.
Right.
But as time went on, as the roles increased, he started getting better. Like I thought one of his better acting portrayals was In Too Deep.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Because who is this guy?
Right.
So and then L must have something in his contracts when he do these movies where he don't die. Because that movie with the shark.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute.
Deep Blue Sea.
Samuel L. Jackson dies.
Yeah.
But not LL.
Right. It was like, what's going on here?
What's going on here? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know who else is terrible? Q-Tip. I don't never, ever want to see Q-Tip in anything else.
Losing Isaiah?
This dude is terrible. He's terrible, bro.
He garbage. Garbage.
Yeah, he terrible. They should have just sent Fife. Like
he would have did a better job. I think so.
Yeah.
I think he would have did a better job for sure.
Like,
for sure.
yo, we're not gonna send Q-Tip, but we will send Jerobi. Yo, come on, man. And
But getting back to like the great movies, man. There
Yes.
are a lot of great movies, man. Like, for instance, a low budget joint that I like is Coolie High.
Love
Right?
it.
I love Coolie High, bro. I love Coolie High. Right?
What I didn't know was it was a low budget movie until I watched the documentary and they brought everyone back that
Right.
was still alive and they talked about the movie. Like
Right.
the two hoods in the movie were actually real gangsters
Right.
from the area.
Right.
Like they was like, you know, in certain scenes they were just like, you know, one shot. Or, you know, when that was Cochise, they got
Oh, don't do that.
stabbed.
Don't do it. You know that thing be hurting my heart, man.
They was like that was real. It was like they were really under the train. The train came by, and they still shot the scene that way. I was like, ah, man. Hey, man, I love that. I love that movie. I love that movie. I love that movie.
Every time he gets me and Ron from Still Knicks fans, we're talking. Oh, let me do a reset real quick. Hey, thank you everybody for watching. You are watching Vibes and Stuff live in the morning. I'm your co-host, Uncle Freezy. I'm joined by the host, Chuck Allen. And what we're doing is just breaking down movies, not cultural movies per se, but just great movies in general. Just going over scenes and things like that, just something to change up the normal conversation. And Chuck and myself, we are now on a movie called Coolie High, right? And Coolie High, to me, is one of those movies where as soon as my man get to the corner and get ready to go down the street, I always take the remote and turn the TV off. Change the channel. It's like when Ricky and Trey walk out the store and start walking towards the alley, I always change the channel, right? Because as soon as the red Hyundai pull up, you like, God dog it. You know what I'm saying? Julian Blum is in the building. What's good?
Salute.
Yeah, man. As soon as you see the red Hyundai, you like, no, man. Where the remote at? You know what I'm saying?
I kind of feel like that part of the movie was taken from Coolie High, like
right.
because you know the athlete friend.
Yeah.
It seems similar, and it's like, yo, in a few you're going to be out of here, man. You're going to be playing basketball, such and such. I'm going to be the writer. You're gonna go play football here, and I'm going to be the academic. And then boom, something tragic like this happened because of some gangsters in the neighborhood, right? And so it's like, wow. Those two scenes. I get a little frog in my throat, like and I never. Each time I see those scenes, the first thing that comes out of my mouth is run.
Yeah.
Run. Like, yo, it's a movie. It's already been taped and happened. This is not live. Run, man, run. Run.
Right.
Let me since we're on since we
put the part with Ricky though, it's like, yo, you want to do such and such and such? Nah, man, I'm gonna just go to such and such. And you're like, why you say that? Why? What are you thinking, Morris Chestnut? But anyway.
I don't know. We got to split up.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't.
Yeah.
But what so if I were to ask you, Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society, to the chat, you got to choose one of them: Menace to Society or South Central.
Hmm.
I mean, not South
South-
Central. Not South
Boys in
Central.
the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, and this is because of personal experience. You know how personal experiences affect your memories. So
Mm-hmm.
I met this girl named Marion. She was 18 at her birthday party. We wound up kicking it. Whatever. This is like in the 80s.
Okay.
I come home on leave, right? Come home off leave. Me and her get back together, like have another summer of love, right?
Okay.
So these movies are out. Jungle Fever, Boys in the Hood.
Oh yeah.
All these movies are out at the same time, right? So so the trailer for we went to the movies and saw another movie, right? And the Boys in the Hood was due to come out in like 2 weeks. So she was like, "Yeah, I don't know if I want to see that. That they just be shooting." Right? I was like, I ain't really no big fan. I used to always catch all the Spike Lee joints. So if it was a Spike Lee joint, I was gonna go see it. I was like, "No, let's go see Jungle Fever. It'll be fire." She like, "Really? Spike Lee again?" Right? And so the song goes, "Just me and you."
Yeah.
And you know, here's the song. She's like, "Oh no, we got to go see it now because it's a love story." I was like, "Really? Ice Cube got a Jerry curl?" And she's like, "No, it's a love story. They ain't gonna be shooting." Okay. So she and I go see the movie, right? The part where, no lie, the part where Ricky gets shot, where Ricky mama, when remember they bring Ricky home and have him on the chair, and then the baby, his son is there crying, and then the mama come out and she crying and she get mad at Doughboy. The girl looks at me, tightest hug you ever had in your life. And I'm like, "I can't breathe, bitch." That's how tight it was. Right. So you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things. It's like one of them things like, yo, this movie is compelling. Like it moved people to emotions. Right? Because when Ricky mama come out of there and she see her baby, they take it out of the hood, is laying there bleeding to death. And then Trey don't know how to handle his emotions because his best friend from childhood, the innocent one, is killed and just nonsense, just a random act of violence, right? He don't know how to handle his emotions because remember, Trey was the only child. Ricky was like his brother. You know what I'm saying? And so now you're in this situation where you're like, man, what do you do now? Because now stuff is real. This stuff is real. This is not about Doughboy going across town and shooting at people. This is about these dudes are in your neighborhood. You can't even go to the store. And then the dude, he get the letter. He passed the SAT. He get accepted to USC. All this stuff going on.
Yeah.
And then the funny part to me, right? The funny part to me, and it's not, that part is not funny. But every time, like for instance, when I hear Chuck Allen talk about Tom Thibodeau, I think about Trey in Nia Long living room swinging his arms,
swinging. I'm sticking this shit. Like, yo, he punched the air. He punched the air. He beat the air up so much. She was like, "You know what? I gotta give him some now."
Yeah.
I wasn't ready,
yeah.
but if you're gonna beat the air up like that, I better give you something to calm you down.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Uh,
and it's how that one thing moved everybody to certain emotions. Like like for one, how in the world is your daddy named Furious Styles Jr.? Right? Your daddy named Furious Styles Jr. So you know what that makes Trey's name? Furious
the third.
Styles the third. What's going on? If that is not hood, I don't know what is. Furious Styles the third. Trey. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, hold on. There are several things that I have to point out. That the pairing of Lawrence Fishburne and Angela Bassett, that was just something to come.
Right.
You know, and- one time for Angela Bassett being fine and still
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
One time for Nia Long
Yeah.
just being, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Like, we got to give it up for the young lady that came a long way from dancing on the car with a guitar
Yeah.
in a Belle Biv DeVoe video.
Yeah.
So, like, uh, the mom, the girlfriend, because she ends up being in Class Act.
Yeah. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
I can't think of her name. She's still fine, bro. She like
Yeah.
52, and she is. I'm like, yo, she didn't age. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, you remember?
But
You
anyway,
remember at the cookout? At the cookout, she's like, "Yeah, y'all so rude." And the mom was like, "Where y'all manners at?" Yes, and Ice Cube was like, "Oh my bad, bitches got to eat too."
he too.
Yeah, Ice Cube. That was so Ice Cube right there. That was so
Yes.
yeah. Oh my bad. Bitches got to eat too. Yo, that's crazy. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. But
wait a minute. Let me see. I had a. First of all, let me tell you something. I didn't know Roger Troutman at the time.
okay, I did.
I didn't know who he was at that time. Like, I heard some of those songs, but I didn't know. That movie made me want it, because I had to know what is the boom, boom,
Computer Love, yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Computerized. I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. That Mustang rolling up on the wires on them Daytons.
Yep.
Bumping that. Whew. I had to. I wanted one, but I could never afford one. Still can't.
Right. The money
You cannot find a 5.0 in good running condition for less than $10,000 to $15,000.
Right.
I still want one. If I can get my hands on one, I'm hey.
Yeah.
I wanted one. My uncle had a Caucasian gentleman named Mike. He had one. And this is when the movie came, when we was looking at him like, yo, White Mike is the man.
Yeah.
He got a 5.0.
Yeah. Man.
I think that car was green.
Yeah. Money
Okay.
green.
Yeah. I believe it was green.
Yeah, money green.
Around that time, you had all of those similar style. They were, even though they were in the same vein, they were drastically different.
Okay.
You know, your South Centrals, your Boys in the Hood, your
Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but yeah.
No.
Not really.
More so Juice.
Yeah.
Um, those neighborhood movies like that always, because you'll find several characters in the movie like someone similar to that. Maybe
Yeah.
not to the T, but oh, I know somebody like that.
Right.
You grew up in the hood, or even on the outskirts of the hood. You knew a Doughboy. You knew a
Yeah.
Ricky,
Yep. Yep.
whose brother was the tough guy, but he was the tremendous athlete.
Yeah.
You know, everybody. It don't matter where you from. Chicago, South Carolina, New York,
Right.
California. You know some guys like that.
Right.
The Menace to Society. Um,
Yeah.
I knew dudes like that. I
Yep.
knew wild kids like that. At that age, they weren't my friends, but I knew of them. Like,
Right.
we know where y'all going. Um,
I knew, and just real quick, I grew up with kids that were innocent that were turned into that.
yes.
Like for no lie, a kid named Dorian, man, we was like from second through like sixth grade, man, we was on the honor roll together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was
Mhm.
like, yo, and he was like, you know what I'm saying, all A's. I used to be A, mostly A's, maybe an occasional B, right? And one day the cops scooped up a bunch of kids, beat them up, dropped them back off, and my man, was never the same after that. He wound up being that guy. Like he went from legit sixth grade kid, 11 years old, minding his business. We out there chewing big bowls, talking about that's my car. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To a little kid get his innocence taken, and then even today, he's still in and out of the clink. You know what I'm saying? Like can't get his mind right, or can't get his mind off the streets. It's street life. But he wasn't never
Right.
like that when we was little until this thing happened, and then all of a sudden, you know,
But Unc, I think that's how it is with most guys who become uh gangster or drug dealers or
right,
whatever. Everybody don't start off that way.
right,
Um, everybody's a kid.
yeah,
Like, you
he
know what I'm
was a
saying?
kid,
Like everyone was a kid until till something happens where you're not that anymore.
right,
Because one thing that I always say, yo, man, let kids be kids, man. Stop introducing all this adult stuff to these
yeah,
kids, man. Let them be kids. Let them have their imagination. Let them pretend. Um, and then as they get older, slowly, pull them, help them to navigate the adult world. Because
right,
then because some parents they just a kid. No, no, ma'am. Your son is 18 years old,
yeah,
and the way he behaves seems like he's a couple sandwiches short of a picnic.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
your son shouldn't still one of the like his best friends shouldn't be the other little kids on the block. Like he's too old for them. Like what's going on?
right,
Like,
right,
he's just a kid. He's gonna grow. I was like, all right,
yeah, okay, okay.
okay, okay,
If you say
um,
so, all right.
exactly, ma'am. Uh, Julian Blum, Julian Blum asks the best movie soundtrack, Juice or Boys in the Hood.
Juice.
Yeah, uh, got the Uptown Anthem on that soundtrack. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Like, at that time, I don't think there was anybody effing with Naughty by Nature, because
No.
just as soon as you thought they would, they hit you with another one. Um, Now, Tretch is a terrible actor.
Yes. Guess who's on this soundtrack though, Chuck? Guess who's on the soundtrack? The brand new heavies.
Oh yeah, they do have a record on there.
Yeah.
What's the name of it? I know you're looking at it.
I'm looking. People Get Ready remix.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Man, this soundtrack, you can't like. All right, we're gonna go down the track list real quick. Uptown Anthem, Naughty by Nature. Know the Ledge by Eric B and Rakim. We can stop there.
Yep. Got your money's worth.
Yeah. Know the Ledge. I tell people this. Know the Ledge changed my life. It made me rethink rap. It made me rethink. Yeah. Hold on for a second. Are you know how dope that record is, right?
Right.
I wanna quote the thing that made me like, oh, okay. Here you go. Wait. Where is it? Okay. Who cares where it goes? Just keep the casket closed. No remorse. No remorse when a life is lost. I paid the cost. And whenever I'm at, I need glasses because I can't read the small print. Holy cow.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. So I butchered that up because I can't see without my glasses.
Bro. I know the Ledge. The joint is fire.
Crazy. I tried to pull an Uncle Freezy and try to quote it, and I was like, my brain is not functioning this morning. But you got Know the Ledge. Is it good to you?
Classic club joint.
Is it good to you? I like it. Yo, come on, man.
Right.
Enough Respect by Big Daddy Kane. So You Want to Be a Gangster by Too Short. Is Going Down by EPM. Don't Be Afraid by Aaron Hall. Are you serious?
Another classic club
Are you serious?
Joint. Yep.
Sex, Money, and Murder by Pooh Man. I don't know that one off the top of my head.
Right.
He's Gaming You. Salt and Pepper. Shoot 'em up. Man, shoot 'em up. What? Kill. Murder. Cypress Hills, man. I don't think Cypress Hill get enough respect in the hip hop community.
Nah.
I don't think they do. Right. Let me see who else we got. Flip Side by Juvenile Committee. What Could Be Better? What Could Be Better, bitch? By Sons of Berserk.
I remember that joint.
I don't remember that. Does Your Man Know About Me by Raheem? Yes, I remember that. And People Get Ready remix featuring.
And People Get Ready is a classic joint. Right? It's a civil rights era song. People Get Ready.
My bad. I'm reading the fine print.
No, man. The Boys in the Hood soundtrack is not bad, right?
No,
but it's just not juice.
No,
right? Because I'm looking at the Boys in the Hood soundtrack. How to Survive in South Central, Ice Cube. You know that was gonna be dope. Tevin Campbell and Chubb Rock. You know that was gonna be dope. Growing Up in the Hood is a very underrated song. MC8 did this thing on that, right? Me and You, the song Me and You that I was saying, Tony. That's a classic coming of age song. Like if you were in your late teens, early 20s,
You know what I'm saying? And you wanted a slow jam. That is it. Me and you, right? Because the slow jams at the time, like It Never Rains in Southern California, Can You Stand the Rain? What's the song from Troop? Troop had a song out too. All I Do Is Think of You. The song by Troop.
All I do is think of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Day and night. Yeah. Everybody
Yes.
every little young boy group try to come redo that joint. Nah.
Yeah. And so Me and You comes out and it obliterates all those songs. Like, not because the songs were bad, but because those songs at the time were old. Right? Those songs old, man. You know, you can't how many more times can you play Can You Stand the Rain? Can You Stand the Rain was like 2 or 3 years old at the time. So, you know, it's just one of them joints. But even with that said, Juice is still superior. You know what I mean?
The only one that could probably knock it off was probably, I want to say, the Above the Rim soundtrack. Maybe that. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I can actually look up what that soundtrack really.
Right.
Start off kind of strong. Anything by SWV.
Yep.
I don't remember Sweet Sable, but Old Time Sakes.
I like that song, man.
H-Town, Part-Time Lover.
That was the joint.
Part-Time Lover. Yeah,
man.
Yeah. Another group, man, when you just thought it was over, they hit you with another one. You thought Knocking the Boots was just it, and then they hit you. They kept hitting you with joints. I know that's the one that everybody goes to, Knocking the Boots, but Part-Time Lover and what was the not Sometimes I Cry. What is Emotions Make Emotions.
Yeah, Emotions.
Emotions make you cry sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. Second to None. Didn't Mean to Turn You On.
Yeah, fire.
Doggy Style.
That is the missus hates that song, bro. She like, that's so stupid. She like, that's so stupid. They sing it romantically, talking about You Know the Way I Like It. They sing it like it's a ballad. It's a ballad, bro. Like Luther Vandross is singing, like, You Know the Way That I Like It, Doggy Style.
Hey, man.
It's gangster as hell.
Hey guys, I wish this was, I could just gave you a snippet of some of these joints for those who don't remember, those who don't know. And then after that, you have one of the greatest West Coast songs of all time, Regulate.
Yeah.
Pour Out a Little Liquor.
Yep, that was dope.
Gonna Give It to You with Aaron Hall. Oh, come on,
Jewel,
man.
Yeah.
Afro Puff's Lady of Rage.
Yeah. Fire.
Just so you know, by Boss Hogg. Hoochies Need Love Too. I'm Still in Love with You.
The Albie Show joint. It was all right.
Yeah. Crack 'em. OFTB. Come on, Uncle Freezy, help me with that. Who's OTFB?
I don't know.
OFTB.
I don't know. I can't remember who that is. Yeah, I can't remember who that is. I don't think they did much.
Okay. All right. And then you got all of the joints that Pac, Dog Pound. Well, that's not Pac, but Dog Pound for Life, and then Pain.
Yeah.
With Pac and Stretch, and then Loyal to the Game with Pac and Tretch. So
the joint by B Rizzo, right, was dope.
If you smell any smoke, that's just me and the homies getting blowed away. That to me, that joint was so fire. Like when I listen to it in the car, it's like they singing. It reminds me of the Smokey Robinson cruising joint. You know, because
yeah,
you know, it's in that mode. It's in that mode of Brown Sugar with D'Angelo.
Yeah.
So it's in that vein. You know, like they singing in a like an R&B thing, but they talking about just getting high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they like, if you smell any smoke, it's just me and the homies getting blown away. But when you look at it, it looked like just a rap song, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's dope. It's dope, man. But you know,
Shout out to Julian Blum. Julian Blum song. Is it better than the Boomerang soundtrack? No, Boomerang soundtrack is better than everything.
Really?
That soundtrack was so fine. Go look at that playlist. Go look at that track list. Don't you? No.
Really?
No.
I'm ready to argue,
That
bro.
is one of my favorite movies. I was like, wait.
Oh, it's my favorite movies. It's one of my favorite movies.
That
Definitely.
soundtrack is fuego.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah.
You come
on. Because hey, my favorite song, a top 10 song of mine all time is on here. It's a song called There You Go by Johnny Gill. To me, that's one of my top 10 favorite songs of all time. Right?
Yes.
And Chuck, I ain't gonna lie to you. So for people that don't know Uncle Freezy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am an author, right? So I write books, right? Mm-hmm. So I have this book called Crescent City Shadows Bayou Heat, right? Right. So I have a book called Crescent City Shadows Bayou Heat, right? That I wrote, and I'm working on another one. I just didn't. With the emergence of Lawrence Tears, I just don't have the time to write.
Right.
But in the book the novel that I wrote, or whatever, I actually incorporated this song, right? The There You Go by Johnny Gill. I love the song so much. It's wow. I guess it's about 5 songs in the book that I call out by name. So another song in the book is called Waiting on You by In Vogue. And in the joint, how it goes is, I can't keep wasting my time waiting on you. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a classic disappointment song, right? And so the scene is set in the book where this girl is sexually attracted to a dude. Every time they see each other, they bump uglies, right? Just off rip.
Yes.
But she wanted to be in a relationship, and he like, yo, every time we get together, I just bump. This is what it is. I kind of like this arrangement.
Yes.
Right. And so she finally convinces him to not think about that and go on a date with her. And so she's gonna cook for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she cooks dinner, and the dude is like an hour late, no phone call. Then the dude's like 2 hours late, no phone call. Dude's 3 hours late, food cold. She disappointed, and so she puts on this song. I can't keep wasting my time waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is the dude doesn't show up that day. He don't show up, right? And so her heart is broken because she wanted it to be one thing, and it could never be that. And so she played his record. You know, Chuck, I'm telling you, this book is fun. I need to print it. I need to print it because I have it. I already sent it off and had it the legal stuff done on it. Mm-hmm. And what I need to do is get it edited and put into circulation. You know what I'm saying? I just hadn't done it, but I do have it done and all that stuff, man. But y'all know what it is.
That sounds fire because I already was like, we're gonna need to put a pin in that for relationship corner because that right there is it be the crux of things that happen. That's the cause of women being brokenhearted and men being looked at as bad guys because the arrangement was bump uglies and now you want something different and I don't. Like
Yeah.
I just want to keep doing that.
Right.
Shout out to Savage NY. Oh, I didn't even see you posted on Boomerang earlier, my brother.
I didn't see it. My bad.
I didn't see the only thing that could probably give the Boomerang soundtrack a run for his money is the Way to Tell soundtrack. Because I know women love it more, but that track listing, the songs on there would not like they
Stop
would.
playing, bro. This conversation is twisted. This conversation is psychotic, bro. Did you say the only soundtrack that could give
Boomerang?
this Boomerang a run for its money? Okay.
Maybe New Jack City soundtrack. Maybe
No, Chuck, come on, don't do that, bro.
but definitely Wait Until Exhale.
You know, and I'm just say this. I'm just blurt it out. You know, Purple Rain is a soundtrack to a movie.
Yeah, but that's no. The soundtrack is actually the album, and you can't, sir. You can't. No.
You can't say Purple Rain is better than all them albums you just named. That's what you say.
I can say Purple Rain, but I see, man. No, Uncle Freezy. No, it's not a soundtrack.
It's a
album.
soundtrack, man.
Oh,
yes. All the songs that were on that album were in the movie.
Right.
Let's Go Crazy, When Doves Cry, Purple Rain, Darling Nikki.
Yeah, but that's his album though, man.
Oh man,
that's his album though, man.
Are you saying the movie is about the album and not the album complimenting the movie?
I'm saying that the album. Okay, first of all, the movie didn't compliment anything. The movie was all over the place, and I felt it was all over the place because it was trying to tie in all the songs on the album.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Busting
so the movie
acting, busting through the door. Where you at, mother? Where you at?
You're talking about his father.
Come on.
Yeah.
So now you get to get into some of these.
Okay.
You know, I Would Die for You.
Yeah. At the end, I Would Die for You. At the end, that was fire. The performance. You didn't like it,
man? All right, fine. Purple Rain soundtrack is probably the greatest soundtrack, but it's not because it's his album.
Oh, touche. Okay. All right. Because man, when he did Purple Rain, when Wendy and Lisa had been working on Purple Rain, and he wouldn't listen to it. Remember that? It's like, man, what is that? And then he had to go through the emotional thing where his pops tried to commit suicide but survived.
Yeah. Yes.
Chuck, my man.
Like that's why I was like,
shot himself in the head, point blank range.
It lived.
It survived.
And then he didn't do it. He didn't do it with like a 22. He looked like a 357 Smith & Wesson. He puts to his dome.
Yes, man.
And he lives.
And is coherent too.
Yes.
And then him and his wife get back together. The wife did the whole time. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah,
I'm finally gonna go down to the basement and pull out these boxes of music. I'm gonna play this tape 3 times, not all the way through. I'm gonna play this part. I'm gonna rewind it, play it, rewind it, play it, rewind it, and now I'm gonna play the song in full.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, how does that happen? Like, come on, man. Yeah, come on. But anyway, that's in hindsight. At the time, I was like, this guy's a genius.
Right. And he was and the thing about it is when he performed Purple Rain, I don't understand what he was saying. Because he was like everything. Something. Only want to see you something. Purple Rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I Googled it. I was like, what is he saying? So I never meant to cause you any sorrow, never meant to cause you any pain. Something. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Purple Rain.
Yeah.
What? The song is fire though. The album is fire.
The album is absolutely
It's better.
fire.
That album is better than anything Michael Jackson has ever done. Ever. If I had to take an album, Thriller or Purple Rain, I would take Purple Rain every day.
Yeah. I mean, I would too. And again, that's no just
Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones.
nah.
You know?
I think yo, listen, I think it is an amazing album, right?
Right.
But if I had to choose, like I've always said, man, and if people don't like it, like I would rather listen to Off the Wall. But there are joints on Thriller, like yeah, I gotta hear those. I gotta hear those records. I gotta hear those records.
Off the Wall? You like Off the Wall?
We've already had this conversation, and I've very much stated how Off the Wall I prefer off the wall to Thriller. Off the Wall has so many. Don't stop till you get enough. I want to rock with you. Working day and night. Get on the floor. Off the Wall. Girlfriend. She's out of my league. I can't help it. It's falling in love. Burn the disco out. Love those records. All right. Well, you know,
they may be all right, man, but Thriller, in my opinion, is better. And the two throwaway songs, Pretty Young Thing and Human Nature, probably are singles on if they were on Off the Wall.
Absolutely.
I honestly think if Human Nature and Pretty Young Thing were on Off the Wall, the name of the album would be Human Nature. It would not be Off the Wall. They changed the name because Human Nature was so far ahead of its time, bro.
Everything about it, from the lyrics to the instrumentation was ahead of his time. And I said something, and I'm just touch on this, and then I'm gonna get off it real quick. Long as Mike was making club records and making you dance, Mike was a media darling. When he started doing stuff like Human Nature, Man in the Mirror, Black and White, They Don't Really Care About Us.
You're Not
crazy.
Alone.
Yeah, you're crazy. He's crazy. Child molester, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. Think about Michael Jackson's influence, where he could go to countries where people did not speak the language in which he was singing, but knew it word for word, and grown men are fainting.
I know,
Michael.
Dudes are like 6'7" with no shirt on, muscle bound bodyguards. They're like, "I will protect you, Michael." And Mike come out and he faint.
Yes.
Michael
is universal. That's why when they say, "Yo, this person is the next Michael Jackson," I say, y'all don't understand how famous Michael Jackson was
the most famous person on the planet.
On the planet. Not in New York, not in the United States. The planet.
The planet. More famous than Mother Teresa. More famous than the Pope. Right? At this time, we had no idea that entertainers could. Now, of course, Michael Jordan came along a little later, and he became the most recognizable figure on the planet, right?
Right.
But there was a stretch of like 7 to 8 years that Michael Jackson was the most recognizable person on the planet. Anyway, Chuck, I gotta go, man.
All right.
I gotta get out of here before your Michael Jackson conversation get off the rails over Prince, man, because you can't take Off the Wall over Purple Rain, bro. What?
No, I would take Off the Wall over Purple Rain. I would take that over Thriller because it was what because I have those old school R&B ears, so that feels like what I was raised on. Thriller was I like Thriller. I love the video. And as a kid, I wanted to do the dances and all that.
You wanted to do the dances?
Right. But that mic didn't look like the other mic.
Well,
it didn't sing like the other mic.
Right.
So it's foreign to me, and I never.
But one mic was 18, and the other one was 22, though, Chuck. You don't think that has something to do with it?
I think that has a lot to do with it. I think it does. Because like Jesus Christ, Michael Jackson, then everyone else.
Yeah.
Because there's no other story that can even it's Jesus Christ then Michael Jackson. Because they're the only people they were the only people making people pass out. And when they come around, gather in masses the way they do. No diss to Beyonce. It ain't like that, sweetheart, for you.
Or Justin Bieber, or Chris Brown,
or Jay-Z.
Or Usher in his prime. Yeah, none of y'all are Michael Jackson.
James
Brown.
Nah, man. When prisoners from another country are reenacting your videos, they're doing the dance routine to your videos. Did you see that? That prison over there
in the Philippines. In the Philippines. Yeah, they was in the courtyard. Yeah, they was in the courtyard dancing to Thriller. Choreographed.
All these prisoners. Not a black person there, but they had it lockstep. There's no there will never be an entertainer to grip the masses like Michael Jackson, and that's what he has over Prince. Like Prince didn't connect with everybody like that. He has his allegiances, and then more people became fans and acquainted, after he passed away. But from a musical stand, like his genius is unmatched, bro.
Yeah, you talking about Prince. You talking about Prince, right? You talking about Prince. Prince has an overall. I'm gonna say this, and I really got to get out of here because I know people want to talk about Tibbs, bro. People want to talk about Tibbs. Right now, they probably chomping at the bit, like, yeah, Uncle Freeze in that stupid morning show. Come on, that's what they thinking. Like, I don't even know why he do that stupid thing in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about Thibodeau so bad right now. I bet you they about to wet their pants, bro. But
guess what? And guess what? They can't blame Randall. Can't blame Randall throwing the ball out of the bounds or making bonehead plays last night because he wasn't there.
Yeah, but they will. They'll blame Randall. they were blaming Randall last night on Nick's after party. Last night after the game, they were blaming Randall. But what I was going to say though about Prince's musical impact is so much greater than Michael Jackson, right? Because Prince not only impacted Apollonia and the Mary Jane girl. No, was the Mary Jane girls? No, not the Mary Jane girls.
No, that was Rick. That was Rick Mary Jane Girl.
What was the other group Prince had? It was a female group, right? I forget. No, it wasn't. It was Sheila E.
Sheila E. Yeah.
Sheila E. The Time.
Right.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Yeah.
When you just talk about Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, their production, Prince inspired.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, if there was no Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, there's no R&B. Yep, because think about what R&B was before Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You can ring my bell, boo, boo. Disco.
All right, that's not.
Disco
that's
inspired.
this one.
Yeah, that ain't no stopping us now. Ain't no stopping us now.
Yeah.
That's what R&B was before. It was like pop soul mixed together.
Right.
It was not what's the song by the Gap Band? It was not outstanding. Right?
Outstanding.
Yeah, it was no what's the SOS band joint? I don't care what the I don't care about the other girl, just be good to me. Remember that?
Just be good to me.
Yeah. Without Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, there is no because think about this. Think about the time, right? America, have you heard of this dance? It's called the Bird. That's not R&B, man. R&B is
funk, man.
R&B is so all those things were fusion stuff, like pop funk fusion, like disco fusion. You know what I'm saying? Shannon, Let the Music Play. That was pop disco fusion. You know what I'm saying? Heartbeat. Remember Heartbeat by Tony Gardner? Heartbeat. So, yeah.
Man, I still love that.
All of that was pop fusion stuff. Shame, Evelyn Champagne King, all of that was pop fusion. Yeah, that wasn't R&B. That's not even R&B still. You know what I'm saying? R&B is Can You Stand the Rain?
Right.
You know who produced Can You Stand the Rain? Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah. R&B is Control. 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 You know who produced that? Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Yeah. So, but anyway, let me get out of here, man. So I can do this. Yo, Soul Fingers in the building. What's good? I ain't even see, man. I was so busy singing Prince, man. I ain't even see Soul Finger. Soul Finger, what's good? Yo, I'm about to slide over to the next morning drive, Chuck. If you could close out, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do the prep work for that real quick. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'll see y'all over there.
Okay, no problem.
All right, boss.
Hey, man. Thank you guys for joining us today on Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning with your hosts Chuck Allen and Uncle Freezy. We appreciate everybody coming in and checking with us. Shout out to Pierre Moise, Soul Finger number 12, Subliminal 209, Julian Blum, Savage NY, Hewitt Samuel, Oso Duque. Who else? S. Brooklyn. Salute. E. Gibson. I just want to make sure. King Ribby, we appreciate it, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Denny's Mine. Hey, man, thanks for your support, man. Appreciate you coming through. Chris was definitely in the building today. We appreciate the love. Hey, man, if you like what we putting down here, Delano Steele Jr., my guy, I can't forget you, bro. Can't forget you. Appreciate the love. Adele Chapman, thank you. If you guys are like what we're putting down, then join us again tomorrow at the same time. We're going to go from about 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to about 9-ish. Sometimes we might spill over a little bit, But come back, come kick it with us. We enjoy the company. Come with your questions, come with your comparisons. You know, we're going to jump into that, man. This is a different type of show, man. We're having different types of conversations. So I appreciate you all coming. And remember, tell a friend to tell a friend who's going to tell a friend. So then come check us out Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to about 9ish. Until tomorrow, peace.